It was one of those wet, gray Tuesday mornings in downtown Seattle, the kind where the clouds felt heavy enough to press down on your spirit, and the sidewalks glistened with yesterday's regrets. Horns blared, umbrellas collided, and the line at Morning Roast Cafe stretched out the door. Miguel Reyes, a tired electrician in a weathered hoodie and work boots caked with mud, stood in that line just wanting one thing: his regular dark roast with a splash of oat milk. Nothing fancy, nothing extra. He just needed warmth in his hands before a 10-hour shift fixing emergency lighting in a corporate high-rise. That's when he saw her. She stood just ahead of him, shivering slightly in a damp wool coat, hair dripping rain down her back. She was trying to pay, fumbling with a sleek card that kept flashing red. "Sorry," the barista said softly. She tried again. Declined. A faint apology left her lips as she rummaged through her bag, cheeks burning with discomfort. Her fingers were trembling, not from the cold, but something deeper. Without hesitating, Miguel leaned forward. "Hey, just put her coffee with mine," he said, fishing out a wrinkled $10 bill from his pocket. The woman looked up, startled. "You don't have to do that." He shrugged. "It's just coffee. Happens to everyone." She barely met his eyes, whispered a grateful thank you, grabbed the cup, and rushed out the door as if she was running from something bigger than the weather. Miguel didn't think twice. Just a kind gesture for a stranger, nothing more. But for her, it was everything. Because that morning, Layla Harrow, founder and former CEO of Harrow Systems, a billion-dollar clean energy startup, had just been blindsided by a betrayal she never saw coming. Her chief operations officer, once a college roommate and trusted partner, had sold her out to competitors. While she'd been in a red-eye negotiation overseas, legal documents were filed, accounts frozen, titles shifted. She walked out of a boardroom that morning, no longer the face of her company. No security detail, no driver, no PAs managing her schedule, just Layla, soaked to the bone, with no working card and nowhere to go. Until Miguel Reyes, electrician, stranger, and silent witness, paid her coffee like it was no big deal. A week passed. Miguel had mostly forgotten the moment. He had bigger things to worry about, like how to convince his teenage nephew to stay in school, or whether the landlord would finally fix the heating in his apartment. Then, at a local career workshop he volunteered for, helping young people with job applications, someone tapped his shoulder. "Excuse me, are you Miguel Reyes?" He turned around, and there she was. This time, dry, composed, and luminous. Her tailored blazer hugged her shoulders with confidence. Her eyes were calm, but purposeful. "You probably don't remember me. You bought my coffee last week." He blinked. "Wait, yeah, wow, you clean up nice." She laughed, a full, unfiltered laugh. I needed that laugh more than the coffee that day. She extended her hand. "Layla Harrow." He froze. "As in Harrow Systems?" She gave a slow nod. "Long story. Let's just say I'm starting from the ground again." They spoke for a while. She didn't share everything, but she shared enough. And she stayed, helping at the job fair. At first under a fake name, observing more than talking. Miguel wasn't sure why she kept showing up, but he welcomed the company. In time, she told him the full story. And instead of pity, he offered perspective. "Sometimes losing everything shows you what matters most," he said one day. Her eyes welled up. "That's what I'm learning." Inspired by their conversations and the community's needs, Layla launched a new initiative, SparkRise, a mentorship and seed investment program focused on training underrepresented youth for careers in renewable tech. She opened the first office in Miguel's neighborhood, hired locals, trained them, and made Miguel the community liaison director. "You're the reason this exists," she told him. He laughed. "All I did was buy you a cup of coffee." "No," she said softly. You reminded me that the world is still kind, that titles don't matter, that strangers can save each other in small ways. One morning, standing beside each other with coffee cups in hand, this time hers had a foam heart on top, his the usual dark roast, Miguel looked at her and smiled. Funny, isn't it? You had $1 million empire, and I gave you $3 worth of hope. She chuckled, and it changed my life.